Hello everyone, welcome back to the second episode of the Growth Blueprint podcast. This is your host Jahanvi. Today's episode we're gonna be talking about the power of visualization. So, have you ever imagined yourself achieving your biggest dreams? And what if I told you that by visualizing it, you can achieve those goals just by thinking about how you would be in the position of you in the goal? So, visualization is basically when you are able to think about your goals. And thinking about your goals has the same effects on your neural pathways. Actually, I'll talk about neural pathways a bit later when we get into the scientific aspect of this. But visualization is basically when you're thinking about you achieving the goal you want to. So, for example, suppose your goal is to lose 20 pounds by March or by May. You want to think about that goal in your head. You want to continuously think about yourself and how you would be when you're your higher version or when you have achieved that goal. What would your mindset be? What would your mentality be? What would you think about when you are 20 pounds later or whatever your goal is? So here's the more scientific aspect of this. Visualization, when you visualize something, it links to the same neural pathways as actually achieving that goal. So for example, you're thinking about, again, you'll use the same example, you're thinking about losing 20 pounds. Your brain has the same neural connections and it's going to create the same neural connections as it would when you have achieved that goal. So if you continuously think that, oh, I'm skinny, I've lost 20 pounds. I'm already skinny. I don't need to worry about becoming skinny. I'm already skinny. I've already lost 20 pounds. Your brain is going to continue making those neural connections based on your new reality. Your new reality, which is your 3D, will form based off of those thoughts. That's why people say that thoughts and words are very important. And my computer just shut off. But this is why thoughts and words that you say to yourself and think about are so important in your reality. And so here's something to visualize, right? You right now is the version you are right now. So this is you right now, okay? This is your current 3D. 3D means your current reality. This is what you're surrounded with. This is what you're currently living in. Now you also have a 4D. So there's a 2D, there's a 3D, and there's a 4D. Your 4D is you up here. Suppose you want to make 20 million by the end of this year. I don't know, whatever your goals are. That is your 4D. That is you up here when you've achieved those goals. And that version of you that has achieved that 4D already exists. You just have to be able to tune into that 4D and ignore your current 3D reality. That is basically what visualization is. And by visualization, as I said, you can achieve so many goals. So how does visualization tie into your goals? By creating a mental movie and visualizing yourself achieving that goal, you align yourself with that goal. You align yourself with the version that would have achieved this goal, and you would align yourself with the person that would already be thinking about that goal. So think about it this way, right? We'll use the 20 pounds lighter example. When you are 20 pounds lighter, do you think you're going to be worried about what you're eating? Do you think you're going to be worried about how much exercise you're getting? No. Because you already have achieved your goal. So you want to think to yourself like how you would when you are 20 pounds lighter or when you have achieved your goal. You want to be in that same mindset as you would when you are achieved your goal. There's also short and long-term goals that you can achieve through this method. One of my favorite methods is by writing my goals down. Writing your goals down is so helpful because it's already helped you kind of achieve 50% of your goal because you wrote it down. By writing your goals down and always being able to witness your goals, look at your goals, think about your goals all the time, your brain will automatically start aligning your actions and what you want to do in the connection of that goal. So suppose, for example, I love giving examples, so I'm going to give you guys a lot of examples. We'll use the 20 pounds lighter example. You've thought of yourself to be you want to become 20 pounds lighter, right? And if you keep thinking about that, if you keep looking at yourself 20 pounds lighter, if you keep seeing that goal everywhere, your brain will eventually start shifting itself into aligning into that version of you. It will start shifting its beliefs and its thoughts into aligning with the version that is 20 pounds lighter. So if you're 20 pounds lighter, suppose you're not going to be able to eat as much food as you are right now. So your brain will gradually start shifting itself into that person. You can also make vision boards. Vision boards are so helpful. I have one on my wall over there, and I just have like a little cork board, and I put just pictures of everything I want to achieve, and I feel like it's so helpful. I can make a whole video on vision boards, but I'll just do a quick dip into them. Vision boards are basically pictures of things you want to achieve. So suppose on my vision board, I have like a Pinterest photo of someone getting an A, like as their grade, or someone having long hair, or whatever your goals are. You'd want to print a picture out of that, and you want to put it on your vision board. That will help you continuously look at your goals and be able to achieve them. We're gonna do like a little quick dip into affirmations. I'm gonna make a whole different video about affirmations, but affirmations are basically things that you say to yourself. And always remember that repetition dissolves disbelief. By repeating to yourself what your goals are, what you will be when you achieve those goals. Suppose you keep saying to yourself, oh, I'm beautiful, I'm so pretty, I'm so beautiful. Your brain will, again, create the same neural pathways as it would when you're on that path of achievement. Your brain will continue to create those neural pathways, helping you change your mindset. So we are nearing the end of our episode, so I'm just going to do a quick recap on what we talked about today. Visualization is so important in achieving your goals, and it's honestly, for me, I have visualized and I have reached so many goals. It's been done by so many people. Marilyn Monroe has done it. Michael Jordan did it before all his games. It's the best way to help you achieve the goal. It is the best way because it will train your mind into thinking you've already achieved that. And ask yourself, whenever you are thinking about what you want to achieve, always ask yourself, what would I be, gotta look at my script. What would I be doing right now if I am aligned with my goals? And that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, having a blueprint makes life so much easier. Bye, guys. I love you.